Hey guys, Jono here. I just want to point out that I can see a lot of farmers out there, and I'm hearing a lot of farmers out there getting really defensive around farming practices and points of view in response to the recent discussions on water quality, and especially with what I'm observing to be the groundswell of regenerative agriculture. And I'm in a group, actually I started a group called Quorum Sense that brings together farmers to innovate, share, discuss and lead other farmers and whoever's interested in more regenerative farming practices. Now, a discussion came up within the group whereby somebody pointed out ways of farming that have been traditional as being wrong, and I wasn't going to step over that. I don't agree with pointing things out to be wrong, and so what I wanted to point out was just the impact of this finger pointing. Now, we've all been in a situation where we've had good intentions and someone's pointed the finger and said what we've done is wrong. If you can think back to those times, they might be recent, they might be frequent, they might be right back when you were a little kid. But it doesn't feel good, does it? Sort of feels like you're backed into a corner. There's certainly not much opportunity for expansion and forward progression when you're in defense mode. Am I right? I think you can all agree. So what I'd like to point out is the effectiveness of leadership and the lack of leadership. That's why I started the group. That's what I do every day with Natural Performance, is I go out and I educate, inspire and lead farmers to more profitable, resilient and fun ways of farming. And in pointing out, whether you be on the left side of the train, which is the conventional side, or the right side of the train, which is the more regenerative side, I want to point out that if you're on the train picking whether you're going to sit on the left hand side or the right hand side as a point of agreement or sticking within a group, notice that the train doesn't actually change direction. What I'm interested in is getting off the train and leading that train via changing the tracks so that we actually shift the trajectory of this farming paradigm. So we don't do that by picking sides. Do you get the point I'm making here? And so what I'd like is for people to go out there and share what they're up to, no matter what side you're on, no matter what you're up to. If you're passionate about what you're doing and you've got a viewpoint on what you're doing, take those actions and go out there and tell everyone about it, because that's how we lead and that's how we change, that's how we shift. It's that ground up mentality. And as we all know, the finger pointing and the top down just hasn't worked. The regulation thing just doesn't work. So how we do it and how I'd like to see it done is, if you've got a really cool, interesting point of view around a better way of farming in particular, or really any point of view, go out there, tell your friends, tell your peers, and really make a difference for them. It's like that old analogy, you can lead a horse to water but you can't make it drink. I think you need to lead the people in a way that has them want to make changes, rather than trying to kick that horse in the bum, which, as we all know, doesn't go all that well. I've never kicked a horse in the bum, but I've certainly been kicked by cows. I don't imagine a horse is very pleasant. In fact, I've seen a YouTube video whereby a person got kicked in the face, and so it doesn't actually get us anywhere doing the whole pushing thing. So let's not get down on each other. Let's not go pointing the finger at who's right or wrong. Let's all generate information and practices that we know to be the way forward, and let's just share the shit out of them in a way that's like inspirational. That's exactly what I'm up to. I'd like to see more of that. What do you reckon?